Hello. I don't know. Am I live? Welcome to Tifosi Time, your Serie A podcast. If you guys like watching, talking, breathing soccer, and specifically Serie A, all things calcio, then you're in the right place. My name is Frank. I'm joined by Dan, Chris, and Pietro. And if you haven't seen our show before, we get deep into it, breaking down a lot of Juventus, the top teams in Italy. We'll probably hammer Juve harder than all you guys listening. So if you want to hear that, whether you're a fan or a fan of one of the other teams, make sure you pay attention. So say hello, fellas.
Hey.
Hello.
How we doing? Right, let's get rolling. Let's get rolling right into it because we got a lot to say.
Yeah,
and this is only an hour show.
Juventus got a point, so they're doing better than usual.
Let me just say, I can't do this every week.
So is this show our therapy or causing us to need therapy? What is this show exactly at this point?
It's an outlet. It's a release, right?
And let me tell you, we have great timing. They've won for 9 years in a row. We decided to start this show this year, so it's great. It's good for the blood pressure.
I'm checking out that graphic right now. What the hell, Arthur?
That's a good team. I mean, I don't even know where to
start to talk about the possession. What that means.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Go ahead. You can rip apart the possession. Is that stat even right? Or is that one of our tests?
No, that is correct. I get all the stats from websites. I'm not just pulling it out of my ass. So that was there, 71%.
71%.
What do we did?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me what they did. They didn't do much with it.
71%. I would love to see the breakdown of how much of that was in our own half of the field or lateral passing. I would say 90% of it was either lateral or backward passing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean that's on par with the rest of the game. So,
all right. So who wants to start off bashing them? Go ahead, someone.
Go ahead, before we bash them, I want to give credit to Torino. I thought Torino played well, and I like the way they played. They played aggressively. Just the fact that they had two forwards and an attacking midfielder right behind the two forwards, right there shows you that nobody is afraid of Juventus. Any team can play with them, and they have a chance to beat them because any other year, they usually aren't lining up like that. They're stacking the midfield. They're playing more defensively. So I give them credit. I like the way they played, especially in the first half, being aggressive and actually going forward. But again, I think that goes to Juventus just not being scary.
It's not the reason that we make the other team look good.
Exactly.
Yeah, but their coach realized that at least and said, "Listen, we can, we can play with them."
All teams that play good against us.
Yeah,
you cannot say they play Juventus and they like to win against Juventus.
Listen. We made
something is wrong with us.
We made Rincon and Mondragana look, better than and
Mondragana is still ours,
Yeah, and
Rincon like the best midfield in there.
Yeah, and Rincon, and which, by the way, I put him on my team, I believe, and you guys made fun of me, but he was my Torino pick, I believe. No, I had Cidago, never mind. Right. But anyway, yeah, I mean, look, Rincon played better than any one of our midfielders.
No, Mondragana.
Yeah, they both did.
Well, they
both did. That's all you need to know. Our team is predictable.
Actually, they were the only one who made some passing vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, that's why I said I wanted to give them credit. I thought at least they tried to play with the ball. They tried to do some things. Juventus is the same crap every week. So now go ahead, bash on Juventus. I just wanted to say that real quick because I know the next half hour will be that. But go ahead.
Listen, go ahead.
I was just going to say, how good is Szczesny? I mean,
listen, regardless, right? I mean, yeah, it would be nice if the guy made an actual save at one point, where that could help instead of letting both goals should have been saved. But regardless of that, the team
was digging.
Producer Dom was right.
Oh, I don't know.
They confused the shirt. I don't know. He did the nice pass.
Yeah, but you know what? The week before it was Arthur making that stupid pass, or Sandro. It's every week.
No, that was better than Arthur.
What about? Was it as good as?
Made a mistake, had play a ball like that in the air. You never
Yeah.
play a ball like that. But he gave a nice and comfortable pass.
Yeah, Kulusevski's like, here, I'm going to lead you to the goal. Like, it was.
He feeds him good.
What was he looking at? Like, what was?
I don't know.
But that's what I mean. To me, it's a lot of mental.
If you give it the ball back, you have to see some shirt of yours.
There was no one there.
There wasn't no shirt around there.
No, there was a defender
no
about
way
15 yards further.
Yeah.
He passed it 15 yards short of the defender.
So it was a terrible pass, and it was a shit goal to give up. But, like, again, Szczesny, are you kidding me? That's got to be saved. That is terrible. Get rid of him now.
If you don't save that, where do you save?
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah, so for some backstory for people who didn't watch the game, Szczesny, both goals that they let in, I consider Szczesny's fault on the first shot, not punching it out or catching it, and then just leaving the rebound right in front of the net and getting up pretty slow after on the rebound, trying to bat it away. And then on the second goal, yes, Kulusevski had a terrible back pass, trying to get it to Delit, I guess. And Sanabria just took the ball.
Listen
and
to
went
what
around.
I say this moment. I think Szczesny has an eyesight problem from long distance. He cannot tell the ball. Even on the free kick they had, he wasn't at that. That was like one over the sky. They play spectacular. That's it.
Yeah, there was nothing special about that save.
No, listen, the first shot, okay. He saw it late. He got down.
He saw it late. Nobody was in front of him.
He saw it late. He reacted late. Then I'll say, and then he parries the ball right into the middle of the box. Right.
Yeah. It's either catch it or punch it out to the side.
He couldn't catch it because it was too hard to catch. But all you had to do is put it to the side. I remember there was like 8 years ago. I was giving on Buffon's case because there were a couple of weeks in a row. He was letting the rebounds right in the middle. This guy, and then the second goal, I mean, beaten near post, gets two hands on it, and somehow the ball still goes in.
Yeah, that one was worse than the first one.
I don't even know how you score on you when you get two hands on the ball like that.
The best was did you see Delit after? He looked at him like, what the hell? Like, what?
I mean, rightfully so. I mean,
yeah, I think he don't see the ball well.
It makes you question his vision, honestly. I know every goalie does it every once in a while, but like that was bad. You had enough time to see. It's not like it was a blast of a shot. It was a slow shot.
That's if I was me, I would have saved it with the ass. Turn the ass.
Yeah, like you joke around and save that. You didn't even need your hands for that one.
It was a nice shot, like the goal Rabiot did that time at the goal in the UNC.
Yeah,
it was hand height. He didn't even have to put up or down. It was right there, right to the side of him.
He shot from about the 18, right?
Yeah, it was terrible.
I mean, there was no excuse for that one. I mean, let's face it, that was bad. But listen, let's talk about the team, right? The team itself has.
We say it every week. They're a mess. Do we have to talk about them anymore? Like they suck. I don't like. Chiesa is the one bright spot. That goal was good. Good interplay, right? Like it was a nice play. It was a good finish. He's actually finishing this season.
Yeah.
But like he's the one bright spot. This team blows. I hate talking about him.
Well, all the credit we gave to Danilo the first time we played in the midfield, and we said, "Oh, look, he played better than summer midfield." This week he played horrible. It was like
useless on the field.
But okay. So is there? At what point do we break it down further, right? Or at what point do we just give up and say, "Oh, they suck. There's 9 games left. Let's hope." Because let's face it, guys. I don't know. Are they going to be able? I mean, based on this team and how they play, the whole thing is to redo, and I don't think they're going to be able to. So, the entire next season, the next couple years, could be dictated by what happens with the Napoli game tomorrow. Or was it tomorrow or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Because if they miss the Champions League, you're going to have no money. You're going to have players that don't want to come to you, anyone of any value. Right, and if they decide to then go forward with another year of Pirlo, half-assing it, good luck with that. Now in my mind it's
Frank Pirlo's out.
He's out.
I don't know if he's out.
We were talking yesterday. We went
even the fourth place. I think is out.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think the personal thing.
I don't think they want to fire him. Yeah, what did you guys think of Allegri being at the game this week?
Well, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to Allegri, the Lippi rumors, all that stuff. We'll talk about.
Just in the context of Pirlo. Was it meant to be a sign towards Pirlo?
I mean, 100%.
What else? Why else is he there? Yeah, that's
okay. So let's criticize Agnelli for a second. Then
he's a putz.
What good is that? Right? Like you can talk internally behind closed doors. Like, why do you bring an old coach back when your team's playing horrible? And so,
it's because Agnelli, even it's the president, it's like us. He cannot stand no more. Yes,
but I don't even understand it because the whole purpose was to get away from what Allegri was doing. They hated it. So I don't.
Yeah, Allegri's not the answer.
I don't understand it. So I don't know.
Yeah, but here's my point. The way I'm looking at the team right now, it's a matter of how quick can we retool? Can we become another good team in a year or two, or is this going to become 3, 4, 5 years of a bad project?
It's going to be a process.
If everything's all right, you go well.
And that's what I'm saying. Right now, I can't tell which way they want to go. They're saying they want to stick with Pirlo. These guys, they might have the same guys next year. If that's the case, it's going to be a few years of crap. And I
think if they lose on Wednesday, he's gone.
Nah, I mean, don't you think that either way he finishes out the season?
No.
Well, you think they're gonna?
They say Juventus is rarely, send a coach before the end of the season. I think this time they do.
Me too.
I don't think so.
I think this time they do. They do something, even if they give it to Tudor.
What's the point? What are you going to get out of that?
What do you know?
Maybe they'll start listening to somebody.
What do you know?
The guy, first of all, he's got 3 players going to parties, suspending them because they have no respect for the team, no respect for the coach. So they do whatever the hell they want. The fans put that sign outside the stadium. I don't know if you guys saw that, where they say, all you guys care about is your money, your social media, all that crap. Nobody cares about the team. All the fans know it. They're all the same. So they need to change something. Pirlo knows nothing. He changes 70 minutes every time. His halftime speeches are atrocious because they scored 13 seconds at the beginning of the second half every freaking game. So
I think they're giving him like sleeping pills at halftime.
Yeah,
they come out
I don't think he talks to him.
Danny made the joke. He made the joke that they give him chamomile tea instead of coffee at halftime, so they take a nap. That's what it looks like. It's awful.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think he says anything at halftime.
Listen. Here's the deal. Like Pirlo was clearly not up to the task, right? They didn't set him up for success. I don't want to see him go down in fire for this because I don't want him to make them out like the biggest enemy ever because I think you got what you could expect with this team and his experience.
Guys, if a team play bad in the first half, right, something is wrong, right? Right?
We think, yeah.
So in the second half, do not change, not someone to refresh. You have to wait to the 70 minutes to do the change.
Yeah, we have a comment about the fan thing, by the way, that they made the signs. Jonathan said it's been a while the fans have done something like that because they know the fans are pissed. Like nobody's happy about the situation. Go ahead.
No, it's a good point. And I even forgot what I was going to say now, but I was, to the point with Pirlo, it's a question at this point. I want to know, does Pirlo think the team is playing well and that's why he's slow to make changes? Or does he not understand how to diagnose like, hey, what's going wrong? Like, why is he so slow? Is he like, to your point, right? It's easy to see the team's not going well. Why is it 70 minutes every time?
Every time. It doesn't matter.
Because he does not know what he's doing. He's
That's
never
what I'm
coached a 5-year-old team. So let alone a top team in Europe. And at the same time, if I'm Pirlo, if you have any respect for Juventus, you've been there, you're a player, whatever, resign. Do the team a favor. They're clearly not playing for you.
You're a competitor. You're not going to resign.
No, I'm sorry. They're not responding to you. They're not doing well. Resign.
They don't respond to him. First of all, if you to respond, he has to say something. I don't think he say something.
That's the question. We don't really know. Now we're 2/3 of the season done, and we don't know really what kind of message are they getting from it. Are they getting a message? Like,
he does not talk. He doesn't talk.
Does he write it? Does he write it on a napkin and hand it to the assistant and tell them to say it? Like, what does he do exactly?
Apparently, the assistants don't even like him anymore. So,
why? What do you say?
Well, that I don't know about. I haven't heard that.
I don't know, man. They're fighting. I don't know. I hate talking about this team. Can we talk about who's going to replace them? We were talking about it yesterday.
Well, so the rumors. Obviously Allegri's there watching the game with.
We don't want him.
We don't want him, obviously.
We don't want Allegri.
But then also...
I agree.
No, so we were at Daddy's house yesterday, and he was saying there was 3 guys we were talking about. Was Gasparini, which we would love, obviously. Anyone would love. Mihailovic, I would love to bring him over. And then De Zerbi from Sassuolo. Those 3. We were talking about yesterday.
So here's the thing. Is it possible that the Allegri rumor is just if, let's say, they have to fire Pirlo Wednesday, that Allegri's like the last 8 games trying to get to the Champions League? Or do you think they're looking at it as like a potential like...
Listen to me. What is going to do? Let's say they get Allegri. What is going to do with this team?
Well, I don't want Allegri. I'm just trying to think what they're
but
thinking.
let's say with this team, what is going to do?
Well,
besides, we know when Allegri was there, what kind of play we had.
1-0.
We just 1-0 at that sea and fell asleep.
Well, that's what I was saying. Do they think they bring someone with some experience that knows how to get the result? And for the last 7 games, they just want to try to get as many points as they can to end up top 4 at this point?
I'll tell you what. If we lose Wednesday with Napoli, forget the 4th place. It's better for them to start to put Dragos in, Fagioli to see if
I don't think they would even do that. That's the thing. I don't even think they would do that. If
we lose to Napoli, we're going to be the 5th team.
Maybe.
If Lazio didn't get to us to be the 6th.
Well, my question is, do you have a sense right now? This is my biggest criticism of Pirlo. I don't have a sense now that I've watched all these games and so much gone wrong. I don't have a sense if I really understand what Pirlo thinks is going well and what he thinks needs to be improved. Like from his actions, his moves, usually you could tell that, right? By like the subs they make, the movement, the switching on the field. I can't tell if he knows what he thinks is going wrong.
So you can't tell because it's the same thing every freaking game. It doesn't matter if we're losing or winning. It's the same thing every game.
Let's go about last week when they punish Dybala, McKennie, Arthur, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now some people already they say I wouldn't. Like Ranieri, Sampdoria coach, say, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Why?
Some people, all right, some people now they split. Now, remember the motive of what it was? He was suspended indeterminate, on time. Now they want to bring him back right away.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a panic move.
Because they lost.
No, wait. So the suspension was more than 1 week to begin with?
No, it's indeterminate. No,
there was no set amount in the beginning. But then as soon as they lost, they said, all 3 of them are back.
Now they lost and they want to bring them back.
Or tied, not lost.
And what happened? What are they talking about? They say the ball and the bench and McKenna play start.
Listen, I do have a problem. To me, this was a bad, stupid move by McKennie because – he started off the season great. Then he's fallen out of favor, even though he's the best midfielder there. And now you're going to do this stupid thing.
That's the reason.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He's following people that aren't exactly in the best.
Well, listen,
right? Arthur
isn't really a great example. I mean, if anyone's going to party, he's going to be like, "Hey guys, let's do it." He's going to push them. That's all that guy does is party. So
the best was the announcer, just go the idiotic Arthur. I was just like, yeah, call him out because he has
the worst reputation ever, that guy. So you definitely don't want your star players hanging out with him.
And they knew that bringing him in. They didn't know they knew he was a moron. Like he was not like all with it. So
well, listen, this is why it comes about. And for those of you guys who don't know, we have an Italian accountant who's a big Juventus fan, and that was we spent more time talking about Juve than we did for my taxes. But the thing we all agreed on is like this is more of a management thing than even a Pirlo problem, right? Because every decision they make.
So let's go to management because there actually was one management rumor this week with Lippi being rumored
as having a hello from
Mark. Lippi was rumored to maybe come in as like technical director.
I would take it.
I posed the question.
I wouldn't want to.
I asked the question.
I don't think Pirlo would accept because when you stay there, they say you shut up and don't say nothing. Let me talk.
No, because Pirlo might need exactly that. Now it's people have already
but
made their opinion of
wouldn't
Pirlo.
Accept that.
I think he would because I think he knows he's over his head. I think he's over his head.
They are confused, so much confused that when Rabiot came in, he got Frabotta shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's-
So
they're run like an amateur organization.
Well,
all of a
okay,
sudden.
so but again, back to management, right? They decided to make a coach 1 month before to elevate him, and then they weren't even smart enough to give him an assistant coach. Really, team that had a lot of experience. What Tudor has the most experience there? Like they should have brought in someone like a Lippi or something from the beginning. Someone that could have been like, "Hey, look, let me help you manage your first season in Serie A." But instead, now it looks like a panic
instead,
move.
you know what Pirlo did? He brought Tudor, some friend of his, that
Yeah.
were playing Regina. What's
Yeah.
his name?
Exactly.
I know.
What will play cards?
That was the that was
That's
the
for the bus rides, yeah.
that was the first thing I saw when they picked Pirlo. I'm like, I would have wished he would have had enough sense to be like, let me find someone with a bunch of experience, even if it was a no name, right? Like just a well-respected lifer in Serie A that, had some experience. But no, instead he picked his friends, like Daddy said, and Tudor. And it's like, okay, great. Now there's 3 sitting there that don't know what they're doing. I mean, I love Tudor as a player, right? Again, another player, but as a coach, what has he done?
Well, he was
like
he wasn't terrible.
But what has he done? What has he done? Like, I mean, have you seen a U23 team play amazing? Where you're like, oh my god, I want that guy. Like, what?
Tudor play? They call him Udinese.
Yeah, he has experience, head coach.
Yeah, but how long is he still coaching Udinese?
No.
Yeah, we do Udinese for a while.
Okay.
I don't know if they fire him before the end of the season.
That's my point. Just because you've coached someone, were you good?
So Moore had a comment too, saying that Lippi wouldn't like playing second fiddle to anyone. He's a legend. I agree with that. Actually,
well, I agree.
That's why I'm saying like a different position. Maybe he's 78 years old. However he is, maybe he doesn't want to be a head coach.
Is he really 70? Is he really 70?
He's 70 something. Yeah, he's old. So maybe a technical director getting a different position, a different job. Being more hands off on the field, but having the overall plan would be something he's interested in. All I know is that up top position to me is more important than the coach right now, because you're not doing anything because the people up top are not making the right decisions.
Hey, we had 22 shots this week. What are you talking about?
Well, fantastic. Wow.
22 shots. All right.
Yeah, right.
We have a Sirigo that made 2-3 saves.
Oh my god, this team sucks.
But isn't Lippi's son an agent too?
I don't know about that. Yeah, maybe possibly.
So any chance we can bring back?
Frank, you think about the agent. The agent is Mendes, Raiola. They are the big player.
No, I was going to say
any
chance we can bring back? What's his name? I forgot his name, but he was the best until Calciopoli. What was his name that was in charge?
Moji.
Yeah. Any chance we can bring back Moji? He's at 10. He's had 10 years now. Are we over it yet? Can we bring him back?
He's qualified.
Yeah, I don't think he's allowed ever back. So anyway, there's questions everywhere still with this team, and it's not improving. And this game Wednesday, I think we all feel the same way. Seeing how Napoli's playing right now, and we'll talk about them, Juventus has no shot to win that game.
I can't wait.
No. I have a faith.
I don't.
Could be that. Could be it's because everybody know Napoli's playing better than us right now. It could be a surprise.
Yeah,
maybe
it is a bit of
some pride, some.
Where are
they?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I do agree with the sense. Like sometimes in betting, especially right where there's a clear favorite, it becomes a trap game, right? Where you're like, oh, this team's definitely gonna win. But based on what we're seeing on the field, yeah, Napoli should win 3-1, right? I think that's what
another things they did. They did to all Naples play the test, and they're all negative, right?
So
they can play. They can play the best formation.
Okay.
So good.
Well, you're really missing.
So, but that's because everything can go well for them and bad for us. That doesn't mean they win.
I don't know. This team has shown you nothing that they're going to win this game. They have not shown you any proof.
No, I don't believe in the players at this point. That's the thing.
We cannot trust a team like that because they cannot become a genius all of a sudden.
That's what I'm saying.
And Napoli's always
Pirlo can, all of a sudden, an idea that confuse them. No. The whole idea Pirlo can have is not to confuse himself.
Listen,
to think it clear.
You live with these 25 guys every single day practicing. At this point,
I don't think he knows their first names.
You should know every single thing about them, how they move, how they touch the ball with both feet, how they think. You should know everything about how to influence the game from the starting to the changes you make. I mean, you're 30 games in, 40 games
change?
in.
He doesn't make a change.
He doesn't make changes. That's what I'm saying. So
he doesn't make a change.
You know what? Has anyone been listening to his after game conferences? What does he say?
Hey, you want? I read in the paper. You know what it is? And the permission is going to put. It's going to give a rest to Kulusevski.
Yeah, I saw that.
The paper says no for punishment. For punishment. It's to give some rest. No, it's a punishment.
Because he's so tired, yeah.
He's 21, you know, they get really tired.
I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess. There's nothing positive to say about this team. Honestly, Chiesa is the only one that put any effort and shows any even their dribbling one-on-one. Like there's no imagination. Like you have a bunch of people that can beat people like one-on-one. No one beats anyone one-on-one.
You don't try to.
You notice one thing, Kulusevski, right? He play always with the face, with the back to the goal.
Yeah, run at the goal. That's what you do best.
He doesn't try to turn himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. He never do.
Well, that speaks to how
they're
positioned, right?
Ball to say run, get the ball.
Okay,
and run.
that speaks to how they're playing, right? Because we agreed that McKennie is not the best out on the wing, right? But when he puts McKennie in, a lot of times you see McKennie on the right, and they give balls times where we say, why don't they pass to him? McKennie could run right into space. But Kulusevski plays 70 minutes there, and he doesn't have one opportunity to run into space towards the goal. He's always back. So what is going on? Like, I don't understand. Like, if you look at how he was good at Parm, it was always attacking, running forward, and it doesn't make any sense.
You see that side of the field of Kulusevski and Cuadrado. That should be so dangerous to any team that sees that, and that doesn't scare anyone these days.
They don't even play together.
Yeah, but also like, hey, can you just pass it past him and let him run? Like, stop having him come back to the ball. Pop it over his head. Just run. That's what you do. Run with the ball. And he just doesn't do it. It's terrible tactics, terrible playing.
But to your point, with those guys, right, with Cuadrado and Kulusevski, when's the last time you saw a couple give and goes, and they went on the wing? They don't move.
McKennie's the only one who does a give and go.
He's the only one who one-touch passes quick. He's the only one.
And not to mention that he puts him in a different spot every time and not usually the best one for him, right? So Pirlo deserves a ton of blame at this point. The question is, do you want to burn him and say he sucks for life, or are they going to try to salvage him? That's the question.
No, salvage somewhere else. Go somewhere else and salvage yourself.
I think he's coaching scared, and he doesn't want to piss off Ronaldo and then all the other older guys. That's what I agree with that. The problem is.
I agree with that.
Because if he does moves, then you can hear Ronaldo bitching or eye rolling as he comes off the field, and they're not going to be a part of that.
But you guys said that one of the reasons they hired Pirlo was because they had all these coaches they were still paying, right? Sadi and Allegri. Yes. So how does that situation get any better if it doesn't? So like it's not like what are they going to fire Pirlo and pay someone a ton of money now?
You see, the last time I saw Pirlo play in the MLS. I saw someone who don't deserve a play.
Yeah, he had the same attitude as a coach right now. Like he doesn't care.
You see, you did what you did. You've been a champion, but there is a time you have to stop. Even in the MLS, you don't do good.
Yeah,
I don't know. Can we move on? I can't.
Yeah, let's move on. We talked about them for long enough. Like I said, they have a big game Wednesday versus Napoli. We'll see how that goes. Tom, go to the Napoli game. Actually, let's talk about that one. Because this game was a much more entertaining game, a much more exciting game. 4-3 Napoli over Crotone.
Let's talk about this game. 4-3 Napoli Crotone, right?
Yeah.
From there, you see from Napoli some arrogance.
Yeah. They didn't take them seriously.
So maybe Sunday, maybe Wednesday, they don't take us serious.
Yeah, but they're always going to take Juventus serious. There's a difference.
You see, everybody think they in better shape than us.
Wait,
but you're talking about the last place team versus Juventus. You don't get the different things.
You don't think Gattuso is going to get them up for this game?
People, they are so stupid, so arrogant. they even think they can beat us, Juventus, like that, the way they play and the way we play. Even in the newspaper, they talk about, they favor Naples. Today I saw something, TikTok, is some program. They invite some astrology that say for Juventus Napoli, he gave X2, tie and win from Napoli. No win from Juventus at all.
So he picked 2 out of the 3 options. Wow, really good fortune telling.
All of them, they think they're stronger than us. It could be
they are.
that.
They are stronger than us right now.
Yeah, but could be that they pay.
But here's the difference. It's still Juventus, and they're playing for a spot in the Champions League. You're not playing Crotone. So
because let's say, in order for us to win, we have to play like a provincial right now.
Yeah, and do you see these players doing that?
Put
That's
a
my
technique
question.
or something.
So let's
let's
actually talk about Napoli since we're on to their game. Did anyone actually see this game? Because I watched highlights. I saw bits and pieces of it. Did you guys watch it?
I saw highlights.
I saw highlights as well.
Okay.
I was watching the Atalanta game.
Insigne, who won Player of the Month last month, has been on fire. I didn't even realize he has 14 goals this season.
I told you that.
Last year, he only had 8 goals. They have, as a team, more goals this season than they had all of last season.
Yeah, so but Insigne, Wednesday, he's going to have a quadrado on that side. And like all the time, he's not going to touch a ball.
No, we'll see. I don't know. No one really is scared by Juventus anymore. I can tell you, it didn't look like they were taking Crotone seriously.
All right. I bet we win Wednesday.
Okay, great.
All right. That's for sure.
Maximovic, if you saw Crotone's third goal, the back pass, another ridiculous back pass. Like, so these defenders, like, there's a reason I guess they play defense, because a terrible back pass that just gave Messias a breakaway. 4-3, but the game was back and forth. Like I said, they were letting Crotone play with it a little bit. Simi scored 8 goals, I think, since March. He's been on fire. Yeah, he's been really, really good.
Mertens had a nice free kick goal, right?
Mertens had a beautiful free kick goal. Yeah, his goal was really nice. Osimhen got on the board, so like they're firing on like all cylinders.
Yeah, but you can't give up 3 goals to Crotone, right? So there was some arguments to that game.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I agree. You can't give up 3 goals to Crotone. That number 10 on Crotone, he hasn't played a lot, Benale, but he had some decent passes and played decent as well, which is nice to see. But they are playing much, much better than Juventus.
Listen, Juventus might win Wednesday, but my point is Gattuso is going to get them up for this game. They're going to be ready. That's not going to be an issue. So
listen, here's my point. Napoli is in better form. They're in a better they have their players, right? They have a better coach who they play harder for their coach. And yes, can Juventus beat Napoli? Of course, right? That goes back to the DNA of Juventus. Can it show up and beat it? Yeah. But right now, normally I would say that based on the level and the fire and the strength of our players to come back and say we're going to beat you. And right now, I look at those players on the field, and there's only Chiesa that I think puts that effort in every week. Quadrado, right? Chiellini, and that's it.
Done.
Those are the only 3 people though. When they're on the field, they put the effort. That's it.
But it's
every single week.
It's even the attitude and like the way Napoli fights for each other. Like when someone scores a goal, they flip out for each other.
Dude, they flip out.
They love each other.
They go run to Gattuso and they celebrate.
Yeah, like they picking their coach up, tossing him up in the air and shit. Like you don't see
that's what I'm
any
saying.
of that.
So who's gonna put? So for me to say, oh, Juventus is gonna beat Napoli, who's gonna carry them to that? Is it gonna be Bentancur? No. Is it gonna be Ramsey and Rabiot? No. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, Frank. But just for that, because they everybody give them a loser. Maybe they wake up. Maybe they want to play. Maybe they want to,
It could happen, but I'm saying if that.
Something.
So Juventus, this is how Juventus is this year. They could come and beat Napoli on Wednesday, right? They could, and they will lose or tie on Sunday with some small team. That's the type of team we have.
Sundays is Genoa.
Genoa.
Yeah. So we could beat Napoli on Wednesday and tie or lose to Genoa because that's the type of team we have.
No,
we don't.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It could be if we win Wednesday, it could be a turnaround.
We've been saying that all year. They tied.
But it shouldn't let us to happen. Come on.
No, it doesn't. That's the thing. That's the thing.
No,
next year.
That's what you think. Yeah. And to Moore's point, in the comments saying that there's no good leader. I agree with that. Like you bring in Ronaldo. Ronaldo's supposed to lead. He goes invisible.
So this is why you need to get rid of people like Chiellini and Bonucci, so De Ligt can fire people up and be a leader on that team, right? Like,
yeah, but at what point does a leader say, Chiesa took his spot? It's his first season. Chiesa's becoming a leader, emotional leader. Why can't De Ligt just because Bonucci
because it's Chiellini and Bonucci's their captain.
But it's tactically. Bonucci and Chiellini, they play back. So you cannot. You play your defense up with the Bonucci Chiellini.
Yeah,
they're not fast enough.
I don't know how
it doesn't matter.
You play midfield up. You have to have a defense that they have speed.
Yeah, I do agree with Moore in chat. Ronaldo is 100% not a leader because when he doesn't get the ball, he eye rolls.
Oh, yeah.
and you know.
No, but when I meant leader, I mean like he was supposed to take the team and put him on his back. And he's been disappearing a lot.
But you know what?
Lead on the field as a
the supporters of Ronaldo will say, and even Del Piero said it on ESPN. How do you criticize a guy who scores 30 goals in 33 games, right? So the point is, that's what Ronaldo's always done. He scored his goals, and he's not going to be the one who runs for 90 minutes, and that's not what he does.
Yeah, but you talk about like the news people. The media, when it's enough for someone to score a goal to give a 7.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think like that. Because in one game you score a goal, you have 7.
I agree. And that's why we criticize Ronaldo, even though he's the leading scorer, because that's all he does. If he gets a cross or two, he'll score a goal. But that doesn't mean that you contributed. I also think it's not so much that what he's doing personally. I think it's the way the team feels like they have to force the ball to him. Everyone feels that they have to pass to Morata. Morata has to. God forbid Morata takes 2 touches and doesn't pass it to Ronaldo. How many times can Ronaldo give it back to Morata and he just doesn't?
Yeah, and that goes back to my point of Napoli being more of a team, and their leader is their coach.
Listen, even if you take them player by player, I like Politano more than anyone in our midfield. I do. I would take Politano right now over Ramsey, Rabiot, and Arthur.
No,
right now.
Take Politano, take as a role too. We have as Politano, we have Kulusevski and Bernardeschi, both with the left foot. Yeah. Just to get Politano, hold the ball and pass the ball. They cannot do that.
That's what I'm saying. He passes the ball. It's the little things. You can't just go,
it's do that.
And in this lineup, you don't even see Koulibaly, you don't see Zielinski, who are 2 fantastic players. I hope they play on Wednesday. Like I want to beat Napoli. I want to beat them with their best players. So get all those guys in there and then win that.
They have the best formation.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing Napoli play with all those guys.
I hope it's a good game. It should be. We'll see.
And I'm hoping Meret has fallen off for me. I don't want to see him in goal either. I want to see Ospina in there.
I told you that.
I don't think he's. I think he's overrated. Meret. I don't think.
Is he worse than Szczesny?
Yeah, they're on par.
They're on par. But one's.
Put it this way: I'd rather have Perrine starting than both of them.
Yeah,
I said that a year ago, and you guys laughed at me. You guys were like, "Get rid of Perrine. We hate him." I'm like, "Yeah, I'd like him better than Szczesny."
You hate him. He was just their 3rd goalie. It was pointless.
But I said he should have been ahead of Szczesny. That was my point.
I agree.
Going back to the roots for Juventus, taking players who play for the shirt. Yeah, well, that would be nice if they actually played some of their younger guys and built through an academy and not just buy people for free and they're buying names. They're not buying people who care about the Juventus game.
It's a great point that Moore just made, right? All these guys that we signed for free, Ramsey, they have no allegiance to Juventus. They don't care.
No,
they They play on Real. They play on this team 2 years. They go to the next team. Same thing for Ronaldo.
These guys don't even learn the language. They don't care. It's nothing to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go on to the next one, Dom.
Our producer is rushing our flow here.
Well, we do. We have a lot of different slides that we want to get to. Dom, go ahead. Just pick another one. It's like I said, it's going to be an interesting game on Wednesday. Oh God, talk about a team 1-0 Inter of Bologna. I said one thing about Inter. Yes, they're going to win the title, but holy crap, they can be really boring. Really, really boring. This game sucked hard.
This was bad.
It was a bad game. It was not fun to watch. It was not entertaining. Yes, they got the goal. Congratulations, but this game just sucked.
Well, listen, you just said the difference between Conte and even Allegri, right? Capello. When they play bad, they still get the point.
Yeah.
It's been playing bad and not getting the 3 points.
So Juventus used to do that. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah. We play worse and we still don't get the points.
And it's funny because Inter, I think, have the most goals in the league.
Yeah.
But then they put in performances like this. It's like, oh, how does anyone?
Yeah, because they pile on. Inter piles on. Some games they'll win 4 or 5.
Yeah, I agree, but it was just a really bad just game to watch. Tomiyasu got hurt for Bologna too. That hurt him a little bit in the beginning of the game because he's one of my favorite players. But this one, they had. Wouldn't
you rather have him than Danilo? I would.
Tomiyasu? Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Oh.
Tomiyasu more than Danilo? I would.
Tomiyasu is good.
He's really good.
That's what I mean.
Tomiyasu, he give it 100%, 150%.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
And Inter is still not giving Sensi a chance to play, which disappoints me.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Go ahead.
No, I don't understand it. Like he's playing for Italy, right? Like
because there are another people that play by the name.
But
Brozovic, Eriksson, Vidal.
He's not a good player.
But that's why Conte is limited because that's what he wants.
But Sensi was injured too.
Yeah,
but he played for Italy.
But Conte, if he has to decide between all of these guys, he prefers Brozovic, Eriksson.
He prefers
Barella. Yeah,
Conte is another.
At least he realized that Vidal isn't a player anymore, and he started to take him out a little bit.
Listen, you know what? One of the things I'd like to see is Inter give up on Sensi, and maybe Juventus could buy him because I think
Sensi's exactly what Juventus need, a player who can play with the ball.
Sensi, we sold to him. We sold to Sensi.
Yeah, we gave him another tremendous move.
Oh my God.
We sold to Sassuolo.
As
what, part of the Berardi deal that we never took back, right?
I don't know.
Daddy's disgusted.
Chris's favorite player, Ranocchio, got some game time. He hasn't played in a while. Just thought I'd mention that. You always make fun of him. Because he usually plays center forward when he comes in these days. And now they put him in the game of defense.
He's there for the free kicks. Get your head on the ball. That's what he's there for.
I'll tell you something. I don't know if you know. Sassuolo, right? They have Magnanelli.
Yeah.
They used to be Capitano. It's about 32. I would still like to see in Juventus.
I like him. But he's slow now. He can't.
No, but for the people we have.
45 minutes he'll give you. That's it.
But who we have? Rabiot, Bentancur, who we have?
I don't know. Why are we talking about them?
Yeah, Dom, go to the next one. Like I said, there's not much to say about the Inter game. It was boring. They got the job done. They won the title. Let's move on.
Yeah. How many games until they officially win it? How many games?
I don't know. It's
3.
Hey, we cannot wait to finish this championship.
Yeah, seriously.
One thing we didn't mention: Inter's slamming new logo.
What
a design! What a design!
I don't like it.
You like it?
I don't like it.
It's hard.
I actually like the messaging that they had behind it. Like I like the promotion behind it. But the logo itself is just ugly. I don't know if you saw the video that they put out.
I didn't see the video. I just saw the logo and threw up.
Yeah, it was a nice video, but the logo is just ugly.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dom. Go to the next one. What do we got? Oh, God. To make it matters worse, Inter just keeps winning. These teams can't even pretend like they want to get.
I know.
They're not interested.
1-1 Milan versus Samp, which we all said last week that Samp is going to give them a hard time. They always do. They always give a hard time to the big teams.
Let me ask you, how upset is Serie A right now? No fans in the stadium, and the top competitors to Inter decided to just give up and basically make the tournament useless for the last 8 weeks of TV.
And the first half of the season, you said, "Oh, this season's going to be awesome. It's going to go down to the wire. They're so promising. There's 4 or 5 teams that can go for it," and it sucks so bad.
This is going to be a horrible year for Serie A.
Yeah,
no fans.
No, for the Interista.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Well, someone's got to be happy.
No,
the Inter fan. You know what they say? When we won 9 years to the championship, the championship suck because they're not. Now
Yeah,
this,
I can see
this
that.
year is beautiful.
Now it's everything. Yeah.
Now
Well,
it's
listen.
beautiful.
No fans in the stadium, no team making it into the quarterfinals of Europe. Like they all got knocked out.
Besides
Roma still.
Oh yeah, Rome, great. Let them get knocked out. And then you have this where the last 8 games of TV are going to be worthless
just
unless you want to watch.
matter. Yeah. And ESPN, ABC is showing a game this week. They've never shown an Italian game. They're showing a game on ABC this weekend. I'm like, man, they really chose a late time to do that.
What are they showing?
Fiorentina versus somebody they're showing on ABC.
Don't get me started on Fiorentina.
They made the mistake then.
How did they decide?
I don't know why they flexed that on ABC, but I don't know that's not the game I would pick to show on ABC. But going back to this game, Theo Hernandez does his best Arthur impersonation, passes it directly to Quags, and he just looped it.
That's the impersonation of Kulusevski.
Or Sandro.
Nobody knows how to back pass anymore. They're terrible.
It's horrible.
All
those people should be cut.
And he left Donnarumma in no man's land. They scored. Donnarumma, this is why you get Donnarumma. This game, Samp had some good shots, like really good shots, and he made a couple of saves. He's the reason they tied that game. Because if you have Szczesny in net, they're losing that game.
Which is ridiculous because they're up a man for how long?
Yeah, I know,
but
he made solid saves, and that's why Juventus go spend $15 million a year on him. Get rid of Szczesny. You're going to win 8 more points a season because of him.
Hey, today on the paper, there was a PC. Paris Saint-Germain is willing to give it 10 million to Panzani.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
This is what I told you. This is what I told you. Once he hits the free market, you've blown out the 10 million. He'll get 12. He'll get 13 because someone will say, I'm going to sign a 22-year-old goalie that can put a goal for the next 8 years.
Once Raiola and him say, listen, we gave Milan all the chances they can have. We're going to start looking. It's over for them. He's not going there. He's going to go to a team that's going to pay him $10, $15 million a year.
And here's another thing. You want me to really piss you off? Once he gets out of Milan and he's done and they say, okay, we gave you a chance, right? Not only his best bet is probably outside of Serie A, but would you be shocked if Inter with Handanovic goes, hey, you know what? We'll give you 15 million. Come over here.
Inter has no money though, so it's a difference.
Oh, they'll have money.
They don't have money.
They're looking for someone to take.
Inter's trying to get people to buy part of the ownership because they have no money. Like
they were late on payments to like.
So where's Juventus going to get the money from?
They're
going to ask Elcon for another infusion.
They're going to get it from Jeep. They're going to just change some funds around and they'll get the money. But you're right. As soon as they say, "Listen, you got your chance. Now we're going," and he's gone once that point hits. Yeah. So
listen, I want Juventus to get him. That's a guy that if you can get for free, you overpay $3-4 million a year and you just sign him. Give him a 6-year contract at $12-13 million a year. Call it a day. And then you re-sign him again. Like that's because
we agree with you. So you're not going to get an argument here.
But even still, like I said, they had not many shots, but the shots they had were good ones, and he saved them. They could have easily had 2-3 goals.
And here's another thing. I mean, can any more be riding on this 4th place? Because let's say Donnarumma actually does become free.
Yeah, he's not coming if they're not.
And now he's got to choose. Now he's got to choose. And Juventus is not in the Champions League.
Yeah,
does he want to come?
He stated, "I want to play in the Champions League."
Yeah.
So Juventus gets 5th place. Goodbye. You're not going.
So there's so many things on this 4th place. It's at this point I'm putting Atalanta for 2, right? They're going to come in second. It's just a matter. They're 2 points behind Milan. They're going to pass Milan.
Let's go to
I agree.
Let's go to Atalanta. I think I made a card for that too, right? Not that there's anything different to say about Atalanta than usually what they've been doing. 3-2. What they win? 3-1, 3-2.
How good is Muriel?
He says that he starts their segment out every week like that.
Should we get him a Muriel corner to go along with this Caputo's corner?
He's so good. It's insane.
He is pretty good.
Hey, Inter wants Muriel.
Yeah, yep. I hope that does not happen. He's going to ruin his career.
He is going to ruin. Where's he going to play? Are they going to get rid of Martinez?
They're going to put him on the wing, I guess. I don't know.
Because Muriel, what is playing? Second half with Atalanta.
Yeah, he's a sub.
He can play second half in there too.
Yeah,
I mean they do sub out Martinez a lot.
Muriel is the best to have.
Yeah, he scores a lot of, but it's also playing Atalanta. If you play on a team that creates no chances.
Yeah, if you go Inter, it's not the same.
Hans, we wish Muriel was going to Juventus.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, he's not going to Juventus. The rumor is
he would suck on Juventus too because Juventus doesn't create chances.
I mean, he's not going to be allowed to run with the ball.
What's he going to do on Juventus?
But the rumor that I saw this week was Zapata for $30 million to Arsenal. Which, if you get $30 million for Zapata, I would do that.
Who?
How old is Zapata now?
Zapata's 30?
28.
28. The rumor I saw Zapata to Arsenal for like $30 million.
Listen, Zapata's the poor man's Lukaku.
Yeah.
Right? Like you almost get what you get with Lukaku, except instead of paying $100 million or $80 million, you're paying $30. That's not a bad deal.
I think that's too little. He's so valuable.
Yeah, he's 30. That's what I thought. He is 30. So there's that. I thought Malinovsky played really well that game. This week he was passing well. He was shooting. He was being more active than.
Well, Malinovsky's a good player that's had a bad year.
He's had a bad year.
Hey, don't matter of fact, Milan look like he's going to get Ilicic.
Yeah, that was another rumor. Yeah.
So Atalanta sell Ilicic, you don't even feel they sell. Because they have to pay already.
I think they should.
He's fallen out of favor with Gasperini. They don't get along, just like the thing with Gomez, just like with Castagna. They have planned at least backups for these people.
You know what it is, because Gasperini don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You make a play everybody. So if you deserve,
although
Malinovsky,
I agree, Ilicic. I think they can replace Ilicic easy, but I don't know if you can replace Ilicic, Muriel, and Zapata like in the same year. Do they have two forwards that are going to score those goals ready?
You see, I propose Zapata. Sell Morata, get Zapata.
Well, Morata, I don't
Zapata, that makes sense in there.
Morata's not even ours.
He can defend the ball. He can pass the ball.
He's saying that just don't pick him up. Just let him go.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I don't think all of them are going to leave. There's no way all three of them are going to leave.
If they let all three of them leave, that's not good.
No.
I would not be surprised if there is with the right price. Atalanta sell.
Not all three.
I don't think all three.
Listen, Ilicic will be gone. Maybe one of the other two, Zapata or Muriel, they're not going to get rid of both.
But even that, those guys score a lot of goals for them. It makes a difference. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, they're almost as deadly as really Ronaldo for the amount of minutes they play and how many goals they score. Like, instead of paying them $30 million, you're paying probably combined $8 million out of those two guys. What are they paying those guys? $4 million apiece?
Gotta look it up. I don't know.
No, and that's all their contracts are small.
Yes, the strength. Let's say we have Ronaldo that score every time. We miss the Balla's goal, right? The Balla was injured, but Morata should pick up the rest. There's something.
Always goes back to Juventus.
Yeah, sure. What are we talking about?
I'm talking about Atalanta.
No, Atalanta. We have to try to talk about our team too. I mean, you cannot relate. You just, going back to what Frank is saying. Daniel say, everybody think to give the ball to Ronaldo, right? If they would not think about this, they would have try to score themselves.
We've said that all season.
They will whatever.
Yeah,
some goal for Ronaldo, some goal for Morata.
Less predictability, and when you watch Atalanta play, predictability is the one thing they don't do.
And
know?
listen. Let's take it a step further. Milanowski, right? Is he really that much worse than Kovalevsky, as you call him, the Russian that I call him? No,
I mean,
he's
potentially, he doesn't have as much potential as Kulusevski.
I don't know. I think he's very good.
No,
Darude,
if you think about this this year, Malinowski is better. But if you think last year, Kulusevski was better.
Yeah. And what about Darude and Fruler? They're better than Bentancur, Ramsey, and Rabiot.
Fruler is good.
They play great together too. They have a great relationship. They're better. They're just
the other guy who is the number 15 in Atalanta.
There's Darude and Fruler.
Paslick is good. Paslick is very good.
But listen, they built a good team and they built a team.
They have a good team.
Yeah, Havidor. I mean, that's not to mention Gosens, who's the best player in Serie A.
Yeah,
at his position.
So going with that, what Frank said, Atalanta. That I mean, the strong possibility of with how Milan's playing so bad and Juventus, them getting second place.
I agree.
Pon said it should always go back to Inter since they're the top team in Serie A. So he's messing with us, but we deserve it.
Big Inter fan. Do any of you guys seeing a Serie A team taking a chance on the Rangers forward Morales? To be honest, I don't know much about the Rangers.
I thought I saw there was a rumor or something with Rome with him, but I don't know. I could be making.
I thought I may have seen that too, actually.
Yeah. So possible.
I haven't seen him play, so I can't tell you if you know.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
You read some of people that participate.
I literally
that's what we were just doing.
That's what we were doing. Dom, do we have any more games?
Because I cannot even read there.
Oh, okay. So, go to. So, if you guys didn't see, Dom, go to the scores of the rest of the games, and then we'll talk about. Chris's bet where he got hosed.
No, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
We'll talk about.
What was the bet?
Well, we'll talk about it. Hold on. So just to run down these games really quick, Benevento, Parma, I don't care about that, 2-2, whatever. Hellas Verona played really well against Cagliari. Cagliari is really on the verge of getting relegated, which is a shame. Genoa, Fiorentina. This is the game where Dom, now if you want to pop up Chris's bets. Chris, I don't know if you know this, but Ribery got a red card pretty early in this game.
Yeah, shit.
And that screwed you, I believe, because 11 on 11, they were doing okay. But he did a $1 bet with 7 games, and he got screwed on Fiorentina. He picked them to beat Genoa, and they tied. Like I said, Fiorentina got a red card, so that kind of changed the outcome.
So they always screw me. I don't know why I picked this team, but $250 I would have taken for a $1 bet.
Yeah, so that was.
You know what they say. If my aunt had balls, she'd beat my uncle.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny to throw it in there because Chris has been on Fiorentina all season, and this is just another reason for him to hate them.
I hate them so much. I do. I hate them.
And guess what? ABC this week, Fiorentina. So go Serie A.
Genoa Fiorentina. It was already new. You know, they divided the 1 point each. Some game there like that. They think to stay in Serie A.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely 1 point's better than 0 points.
I wonder if Camiso paid CBS to put their game on TV.
I was surprised from Verona, Cagliari. Cagliari losing.
Yeah, it's a shame because Cragno keeps them in every game, but he can't save everything. Like, you guys have to do something.
Dude,
if Juventus can't get Donnarumma, maybe we can get Cragno.
And they have a good team, man.
They have players. It's not like they're a bad team, so it's a weird mix. This game was so.
The
Lazio Spezia game pissed me off so much because Lazio gets every penalty shot in the world, and if you saw the penalty shot they got this week, was so ridiculous. It should have never been a penalty shot, and they score late in the game to take the lead. Spezia. Daniele Verde scored a beautiful bicycle kick goal of the season.
Very nice.
It was goal of the season.
Do you want to show
guys? Yeah, Dom, you have the video.
We're going to show that now.
Even though we're not supposed to watch video, I don't think, but whatever.
If you watched it this long, you deserve a video of a nice goal. So
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
See if our producer can pull it off. Goal of the season, you guys are saying, huh?
Hey, you said the goal.
You didn't see it, Frank?
The goal.
I saw it.
there was a better goal than that one.
No, don't
Better
worry.
goal than this? All right.
It's top 5. It's a top 5er for sure of the season.
I just see a black.
The season.
I see a black screen, producer man.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
well.
working.
It's not working? Oh, well.
well.
Poorly produced, but go look it up.
Nicely
Spezia
produced.
Spezia versus Lazio. I even tweeted it on our Twitter account.
We have a
which-
Twitter?
Yes, Frank, we have a Twitter account.
We have a Twitter.
Goal of the season. Watch it.
Mhm.
The rest of the games we talked about. Sassuolo Roma. Apparently we don't deserve the goal.
Look it up on.
Pond,
Pond,
you
look it
deserve
up.
more than that, but we can't
You
pull it
won't be
off.
disappointed, Pond.
Yeah, look it up. It was really nice.
He's gonna keep
Roma-
trying, but who knows?
The last one on here, Rome versus Swallow 2-2. Rome again can't beat a team on the top half of the table. Raspadori, I don't know if you guys watch. He's fantastic and he's going to be great. Just that's all I got to say about that.
He was the captain, right?
And he captained their team, 21 years old, and he captained.
No, Raspadori is playing good.
He's
Yeah.
He played
fantastic.
good in the national team too.
Yeah, he's gonna be one to really, really watch, and he's gonna be bought by someone very, very soon.
Atalanta. I'm predicting Atalanta.
I hope he goes to Atalanta. But yeah, there's that. Dom, if you don't know what you're working on, but if you want to go to Chris just linked it, Dom. If you just want to click that and just show it.
I put it in the chat.
In the meantime, if you want to go to the standings or a player of the week, I don't care.
Who has been the Serie A player of the year?
I mean, Lukaku's been the player of the
Yeah,
year.
it's probably Lukaku.
Yeah.
You really can't. You can't argue. Lukaku's been the best player in the year.
Yeah, I think he's made the biggest difference for Inter.
Mm.
All right, just bring up the standings because there was movement on the left side of the standings, but not much on the right side.
Chiesa's been awesome, but Lukaku's been.
Yeah, Lukaku's been head and shoulders above everyone.
They don't have him. They're done.
Chiesa is up there for a Juventus player of the year.
Yeah, easily.
For sure, yeah. I mean, for player of the year, I would say Lukaku. I really liked Insigne. I thought he's been doing well. And then, I like Kessié. He's not one for tons of stats, but I think he's been fantastic.
That's the first half.
Yeah.
I think you have to include. I think you have to include the duo of Muriel and Zapata, but
Yeah, but I mean, how do you break them two up?
I don't know, but
We'll work out at the end of the season, I'm sure.
Yeah. So over here you have Atalanta moving up. They're going to soon move up to second place, like we said, and Napoli pushing Juventus. That will change Wednesday. I think they'll pass them.
okay. So here's my prediction right now. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Milan falls out of the top 4.
Tom, put it back up.
Milan's
By the
awesome.
end. Okay. Wait, we might see a goal.
We have a video that I don't think we're allowed to show, but we're going to show it anyway. So let's go.
Why we're not allowed?
Oh, it's not playing.
Oh, damn, Dom, you got my hopes up. What the hell?
What are you
All right.
doing to us?
Forget about it. Bring the standings back up.
Well.
You think Milan's going to be out?
So I think a lot could happen in the top 4. Obviously, right? I think so. Inter won. There's nothing to say there, but I think Atalanta's coming in too.
Me too.
Yeah,
So 1 and 2.
Oh, if we win on Wednesday, we're going to be a 1 point from Atalanta.
I think we're gonna lose
I
Wednesday.
can't see the standings. I don't know.
I think we're gonna lose Wednesday, and I think Napoli's gonna come in 3rd, and Juventus is gonna come in 4th, and Milan's gonna fall out.
Milan, by the way, which I didn't mention, Ibra's on the verge of signing another 1-year deal worth $7 million, so he wants to stay an extra year.
7 million did they give it to him?
$7 million 1 year for him.
I
He'll
wanna
play about
give-
20 games. So.
Give it to him.
So it means a lot to that
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not more, actually.
I mean,
Yeah, he's taking a bargain for them.
they definitely need to.
This guy.
This guy's still
This guy-
trying.
They need to really think of a plan B and get another forward in there because you're getting 1 year what max left, out of him, and probably only half the game he's going to play. Let's look at this.
Hey, producer, can you put a ad in Craigslist for a YouTube producer? Don't worry, it has nothing to do with you.
So Pond watched. I don't know if Pond's joking or if he watched it on his own, but the goal is the thing.
Guys,
Ah,
we have a Chamo Rug guy.
yeah.
We've been checking.
He talk
We've been-
about some guy from Rangers.
We said that already.
We
You
literally
saw that?
talked
Who is
about it.
that?
Yeah, we talked about it, man.
Who is that?
He's a guy who plays for the Rangers.
I never saw him.
That's what I said. I didn't see him either.
I thought
We're gonna go Googleize him after the game.
The second half of the table, Parm picked up another point, but it's not enough. They need to pick up more points. And Coyote's really dipping. That's basically it. It's really a 4-team race for the bottom three.
I hate Fiorentina. I want them to get relegated.
So what do you guys think? Do you think my prediction is that crazy?
No, it can happen.
No,
I mean,
the way they've been playing in the second half, they can
Well,
totally
you put a Milan in the 50 frame.
Yeah, I think it's possible. The only thing I'm most confident is Atalanta coming too.
Milan, it's like Juventus right now.
Yeah,
Maybe
That's what I
they bought
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I mean, they have.
for the big players.
Yeah, no island teams next year. Yeah, he's right. No one.
I think Juventus and Milan are going to fight for that fourth spot.
Yeah.
And I think Napoli's going to jump, and Atalanta is going to get 2. I think they're going to pass people and probably win by 4 or 5 points.
So what? There's 9 games left. I mean, a lot can
But
happen.
still, I remember we can win on Wednesday.
Yeah. We could also get killed.
Hey, what do we say now? You're not going to be good.
Oh, let's hope, because maybe we can have something different to say next week instead of bashing them. Maybe we can have something nice to say.
Like
Tom,
they get
go
a couple of bad penalties called for them, and they
Yeah,
win
but
2-1.
Easter's best, Daniel. Easter is best.
Easter, I know. Yeah, it was time for a miracle. Tom, go to our player of the weeks real quick, and then we'll do the schedule for this week. So, I mean, you guys are really on this bandwagon.
Yes, and to assist.
2 assists, yeah, versus Juventus. You guys are on the bandwagon of picking Juventus players for the other team. So he played terrible.
Yeah, I mean, look, yeah. The fact of the matter is, if you're a Juventus goalie, you got to save. The first one can happen if you've had a perfect season, right? But when you put both of them in the same game,
it's hard to overlook.
Hey, guys, there was a time, a period, I'm old, you were very, very old. Juventus was not good because the goalie, although they had a good goalie, right? But they were losing because the goalie. In other words, every game there was one shot on goal, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And they would score. And then we started with, I think, Zoff, all the stuff. And the game started to go in our favor before and all this thing. But we had the Marshall, Ansolin, you don't even know these people. They were a good goalie. But
they're always good. But the point is, how are they good enough, right? I mean,
like a Szczesny now, two shot, 2 goal.
I want better than good. I'm used to Buffon. I want better than good. And Szczesny's just good. I want better than good. So anyway, Chris picks Sanabria 2 goals versus Juventus. So you guys are on that, and I pick Raspadori. Like I said, he captained. He takes corner kicks. He can fly down the wing. He holds the ball up. He can pass the ball. He does 1-2s. He can shoot. He got robbed on Pau Lopez actually made a save.
Yeah,
a really nice save. He could have had 2 goals. That kid's going to be great.
He's a nice player.
Well, the thing now is that he plays like a 21-year-old, right? He plays 2 good games and 2 bad ones.
Yeah,
totally inconsistent. Yeah, and he doesn't get the playing time
But
either.
the thing is, I'm happy he's on Sassuolo because they give him a chance to do his thing and actually play. It's not like stick him on Milan and he's not going to play.
Yeah, it was an impressive game from him. Dom, go to the schedule for this week, even though we already last week because I put it on there, but the Juventus Napoli game, we all picked, right? Already we made our picks, our predictions, which Frank, I believe you killed it this week, by the way, Frank. You picked out of the 3 games, you picked 2 games exactly right, so you're killing now in the standings of our predictions.
Which two did I get right? I got the Torino.
I don't even remember. Right? Yeah, look, you got 38 and Chris.
Yeah, I got Milan, Samp, and Juventus Torino right. Okay.
Yes. So Chris caught up to me. I didn't get anything right this week. Yeah, Chris got the Milan Samp exactly right. Now go back to the games. I don't remember what I even picked for this one. for Juventus Napoli, the makeup game. I know I picked Napoli to win. I don't remember the score.
Pick Juventus.
Yeah, I think we all did, but
Well, you can pick again because
I pick Juventus to win.
okay. So
All right.
so the scores
3-1
that we got.
Juventus. All right, so he picked 3-1 Juventus. Chris picked 2-1 Napoli, and Frank and I picked 3-1 Napoli. You guys sticking with those?
yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it too. All right, so let's pick.
What
three
about
other
Inter
games.
Sassuolo?
Is that one of the games you want to pick? Is that
Inter
the game you want?
Sassuolo is going to be 2-2.
I'm saying 2-1 Sassuolo.
Still holding out hope for you. Inter hasn't lost in 4 months, but
Question.
This is Sassuolo.
Is Caputo playing? If he is, 2-1 Sassuolo.
2-1 Inter. 2-1 Inter.
All
All right, I'm going to pick. How about we pick
Caputo's corner.
Hellas Verona Lazio?
What about that? Did he pick Inter Sassuolo?
Yeah, he picked
2-2.
He picked
2-2.
2-2. Yeah, Hellas Verona Inter. I'm gonna go.
Lazio.
Wait, how are you picking Inter again?
Hellas Verona Lazio. I'm picking 2-1 Hellas Verona.
1-0 Verona.
2-2.
What about you, Verona Lazio?
Verona Lazio.
Yeah,
1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Okay, I got one. Atalanta Fiorentina 6-0.
Oh, that's why they put that on ABC to showcase Atalanta. It had nothing to do with Fiorentina.
6-0.
6-0.
Yep.
I'm saying
Come on.
4-1.
Okay, you'll see.
2-1 Atalanta.
2-1.
My
4-1.
question is, does
4-1
Atalanta know this game is on ABC? Because if it is, I say 7-0. If not, 5-1. 5-1 Atalanta, I pick. So you pick a game now. Which game you want to do?
Who, me?
All right, either. Yeah, I don't care.
No, did I pick Inter Sassuolo? Daddy just got to pick one.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, pick one.
Oh, yeah. Pick
pick
you.
Juventus tournament. Do that one.
Juventus e Genoa.
What do you
Okay.
say?
2-0.
Genoa?
1-1. 1-1.
1-1. Oh, shit. 2-1 Juventus.
I mean, this game is 7 whole days away. So after they lose to Napoli 3-1, they've tied 2 games before.
Carry this in me.
I'm going to carry the 3. Square that. I'm going to say 2-1 Juventus.
All right. I wasn't expecting that, but all right.
All right, guys. I don't think that's anything else, right, Dom? We got no more slides, nothing else to talk about. All right. So if you're still watching, thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate
Yes.
it. Thanks
If
for
you had-
the raids, too, for the people that rated.
Oh, I didn't even
Yes.
see who got rated.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, we still bring the list in and out.
Pon wants to know Rome Bologna. Our thoughts on that?
That's actually a good game.
It is a good game.
I would say
So actually, Roma have their Europa League game in the middle of the week too, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm going to
that's
say
that could be a
1-1 on
good
that
shot.
game.
Yeah, I'm going to say 2-1 Bologna.
Yeah, that's a really good game. 2-2.
1-0 Bologna.
Oh,
Yeah,
they do.
it's a
have
trap game. It's a trap game for them.
Yeah.
Thank you for those of you who are still watching. If you don't follow us on Twitch or YouTube or Twitter, follow us on all that stuff.
What's our Twitter name?
I believe it's the same as every other platform that we're on.
Oh, okay. I got to check that out.
We will see you guys next week to talk more about Juventus sucking ass. We have 2 games to talk about next week about them sucking ass, and then we'll recap the rest of the league too.
Maybe they can get an OnlyFans. What is it? Fans only? OnlyFans page on sucking ass. Maybe that's what they should do.
What the hell?
Anyway, have a good night.
Bye.
Adios.